It's Paige, and today is my first video that I'm posting. I just want to start off by saying a few things. I know that 2020 wasn't the ideal year for everyone. I know so many people lost their jobs, weren't able to afford things, lost family members, and it wasn't the year that everyone had hoped it was going to be. I think more that 2020 was the year of being thankful of everything you have and realizing what you have and being thankful for it and falling down. And I think 2021 is the year for regrowth and focusing on yourself and the people who actually matter in your life more, because you never want to take anything for granted. And I think 2020 really showed us that we shouldn't take anything for granted, because in a matter of seconds it could all be taken away from us. So I hope 2021 brings joy and happiness into everyone's life. I also realized that just because 2020 is over, it doesn't mean that COVID is over or the challenges from 2021 or from 2020 is over. I know that still lingers on to 2021. So let's just hope that this pandemic will get under control and we won't have to worry about it as much as we were last year. And hopefully everything is just a little bit better this year. So that starts off with today's video. Today's video is going to be New Year's resolution for 2021, my New Year's resolutions for 2021. And this is more about self-love or health instead of goals or ideas that I want, which New Year's resolutions are goals, but these aren't just for 2021. These are things that I wanted to work on in 2020, but never really got around to it or didn't accomplish exactly what I wanted to accomplish with it. So let's get into it. So I have my little notebook here that has some resolutions in it. So let's just get started. So my first New Year's resolution is to work out more, and not essentially just to get skinny or lose weight or gain muscle. I want to feel healthy, and I feel working out helps you get your day started and just feel healthy all around. My sister works out, and it works out for her. It helps her a lot. She says she does it not to lose weight but just to work, to tone and have a outlook when things are getting tough for her. So I really want to work on myself a lot more this year. So that's where it starts. My second New Year's resolution is to read at least one book every month. It could be any book. It could be a poetry book, a romance book, a mystery, any type of book. I just want to reach the goal of reading one book, because I feel like in today's society we're so focused on our technology and our phones and our computers that we don't really do anything else. And I feel like I love to read, and I feel like I don't do it enough, and I feel like it's really good for your mind, your brain, just to get another outlook. So reading one book, and hopefully by the end of 2021 I have a whole list of books that I can recommend that I love. So another New Year's resolution I have is to keep my room clean and organized. I feel that having a clean room has a clean mind and a healthy mind. And I know with me personally in 2020, my room was a mess because just everything hitting you at once. I fell into a depression. I know it was a hard year, and I think it's gonna be hard to keep my room clean, because even before I'd never kept my room clean, but this year hopefully my room will be able to stay clean and organized. I'm going to order some things to organize my room a little more and just focus on that. I want to be able to save $5,000 by the end of this year. I work a minimum wage job, and I have a shopping addiction. I know, it's not good. But to save $5,000 will be rewarding at the end of the year. And that money I will not touch. It will just be for importance. I think it's necessary to save money for a rainy day, but also not save too much and not go out and have fun. You need to have a balance between those two things. Next thing I want to focus on is I want to focus more on myself. I don't really want to worry about what other people will say or think. I want to focus on myself, my person, and not really worry. I have a problem of I care more about other people than myself, and at the end of the day it just bites you in the butt, so I really don't want that. I want to just focus on myself, focus on my goals, on what I want to do for my life in the future and where I want to go, and I think that's really important. The next thing I want to do is take every opportunity, whether it's with job, school, hanging out with family, friends. I had a tendency in past not to be too scared and not take my opportunities that are handed to me. I would turn my friends down or my family down and hanging out with them. I'd be too scared to go for other job opportunities because just anxiety, and so I feel like taking every opportunity is just another step to feeling better about myself. Next thing, which is a really big one that I wrote in really capital letters, is to be happy. Do things that make you happy. Do things that make me happy. Do things for myself, which is a big thing on this whole New Year's resolution thing I have, but it's just to be happy in general. I am a perfectionist, so if things don't go the way I want them to, I tend to get really upset and really sad, but there are certain things that I just can't control, and in 2020 that really showed me I can't control everything that goes on in my life from the outside, should I say. I can only focus on myself and what I can do, and yeah, so being happy could just be getting good grades for me, or finding peace within myself, not being so over controlling of other things going on. And then the last thing I have on my New Year's resolution is to make friends with people, make new friends. So from the past, I don't really have that many friends, and I know a lot of people say that, but I really don't. It's been hard for the past 5 years making friends, and especially in changing schools in a pandemic, college, graduating high school, you don't really have any friends. Your friends leave, you all separate, and then you go into college and you make new friends. But in the pandemic, you really were either staying at home or in your college dorm the whole time, so you weren't really making friends. You weren't able to go out and make friends, so it was a lot harder. So that I want to make friends with people who will support me and have the same interests as me, not those who you just want to make friends with just because. I just think it's really good to have a small group of friends who are important to you and who respect you and show you the same support and love that you do towards them, and